What up, YouTube? It's Identical TV. K Money, KP. Got a new update. Another police officer has been fired. 2 fire department workers, first responders, pulled up and took their time assisting Tyre Nicole. They up out of here. But the only thing that's sitting on our mind is, why aren't they plastering this white cop all over the news like they did the 5 brothers? But hey, is he charged already? Is he in jail? Yeah. Is he facing kidnapping? Is he facing 2nd-degree murder? Every charge that they're facing. Then with the update that one of the officers who was maced is screaming that, he shouldn't face any charges because he was maced and he didn't put his hands on him. But is he just as guilty because he didn't stop them from beating the shit out of that young boy? These are the things we're going to talk about today, with y'all. The officer name is Preston Hemphill. Is he going to be charged with 2nd-degree murder, aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping? We know he just tased Tyre Nicole. We know this. And then Tyre Nicole ran, but he was there with him. And he held that taser at that man's nuts. So that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, he held it there a long time, too. While he was tasering him, they could have put handcuffs on him. That's what we're saying. Because we just seen on ABC and they didn't show his face one time. They talked about it for a half. They did not show his face one time. Are they protecting this man's face? We seen one news company showed it for like a split second. Yeah. Shout out everybody in there. We see y'all, man. Salute to y'all. It's the boringest day of the week, the Monday, but hey, get money. That's all we say. But it's about getting justice for Tyre. So 2 firefighters is fired. A police officer, 6 police officers in the case is fired. We pretty sure it'll be more to come. Not consistent of what happened, but like we said, a couple of these officers, we get that feeling like, they know some dirt on a lot of people in that station. And, probably they're going to start telling on these crooked cops, get them all up out of there. You see that they had the chief of police who me and my twin told y'all, her gun got stolen out her car and all that shit. The chief of police is on TV speaking like she's getting justice. You never seen this chief of police, this black woman, speak when the white cops is doing this shit. You never hear her on TV talking about we're going to get down to getting these cops up out of here, these rotten apples in the forest. Like, come on, they even got the chief of police on here. Like, they made a big motherfucking adjustment. No. For one, we feel they don't want no black cops on, payroll anyway. And these 5 idiots, they thinking they're going to be covered under the same law that these white cops are covered under, and they're not. And they just learned that in a real speedy way, like we said on our last live. This is the fastest police brutality case where they done fired, convicted, and arrested police officers. It's just a shame that it had to take 5 black police officers to get such swift and quick justice. 20 days. And that doesn't seem funny to y'all? 20 days is all it took. Like my twin said, 20 days. And now we got the lawyer in Memphis that's helping the mother and the father. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be under scrutiny because he got on news and said some shit that we said just a couple days ago. We hope this same treatment applies to all white cops who did the same shit. Yeah, that black lawyer on the Breakfast Club, he saw our video. No cap. And it's taken some of these cases, and y'all all are aware of all of the police brutality cases that's been going on the last year and a half, are still going 6 months later, Cops are still employed by the police office. They weren't fired or locked up as fast as these 5 black cops were. And yes, it's a very, very tragic situation because they didn't have to do Tyre like that at all. And he died. But these cops, where we done seen white cops shoot innocent black men in the car just for reaching for registration,
black and mild,
holding their phone, they get shot to death, and there is no news pressing where these cops' faces are plastered all over the news, or even word of them being locked up and relieved of duty. Y'all get what we saying?
We have seen people handcuffed, and the police is still whooping their ass while they're handcuffed. They didn't get charged with kidnapping. Y'all need to go back and charge her. Look, you can do this too. Can't you go back and add on a charge if they just find evidence? Or come on now, they been knew this was a law. They didn't just create this law. They didn't just create it. You can go back and look at every police brutality that's on YouTube. If they looked at the video footage as evidence, go look at all the evidence that's been up over the past 15 years of these police officers. Look at the police officer who choked out the dude who was selling the videos in New York. They choked him out against his will. 3 people on him. Come on, look at what's going on, y'all. And it's proof out here. 100% proof. You got to charge them too. You got to charge them too. I am serious. We getting tired of this. You damn right. We glad that people is actually standing up. We glad people ain't scared to speak their opinion. We are so glad that people are protesting and they're not destructing property. Like you hear all of these news and they was calling it martial law. They planning all this. Look, we know this is black on black crime. That's how the police painting it. Oh, this is black on black crime. They're not looking at it as black on black crime, y'all.
Shit, the white police in Memphis had the nerve to say that on the news. This is black on black crime. That fucked me up. I was sitting there like, I know he ain't just say that shit. And yes, he did.
So it ain't police brutality. It's black on black crime. Get out of here.
Yeah, in their eyes. But hey, in our eyes, it's just, like we said.
You have people with platforms with worldwide exposures being assholes about this. You have news stations talking about, it was no father in the black home, but then when you see the interview, the father and the mother is there.
Yeah, see, caught in another lie.
This is crazy. This is really crazy, man. Like, I don't get it. They playing games, knowing that this is the most racist shit that the police department did in a century.
Gemini, those are facts. She said more like blue on black crime, but hey.
Everybody talking about, this is gang activity. Do we have to remind y'all that the biggest gang in America is the police? I mean, I'm pretty sure we don't have to remind y'all. Yeah, you got the Bloods, you got the Crips, you got the GDs, you got the Eighth Eyes, you got the Yakuza, but you also got the police department. People who lie to get a position to carry a gun and do more damage to the neighborhood than the people they so-called claim they have to arrest and protect us from. We got to get protected from them.
Tamara, that's right. All in time for Black History Month. And we're going to start off Black History Month sending 5 black cops to prison for damn near 15 to life. And that's crazy.
For viciously assaulting a black man to death. They killed that man with their bare hands. You understand? They killed him with his bare hands.
So, and it does make us wonder, like they seen he had no weapon. Okay, he faster than y'all. That's cool. He got away. Cool, but y'all caught him. What makes police officers hold a nigga hands and just fire off on him, beat him to death?
Now, there's speculation that this man, Tyre Nicole, was locked up with one of these police officers' wife. One of these officers' wife is a CO at a jail, and they say that Tyre Nicole was, in association with her, allegedly, We have sources that brought us the information that the police officers are claiming that he ran from them the day before. When they ran his tag, it was a car that had eluded them the night before.
So when they got behind him and allegedly seen that it was him, that it was just time to get him, that, you know, because he had just escaped. But hey, you say what you got to say when you're trying to fight 15 to life. Or maybe when they see they ain't under the same police umbrella that every other cop is that does police brutality. But hey, y'all know how it is out here.
Do y'all see how they don't want to release them 5 cops' backgrounds, though?
We know one is from Connecticut, and they even brought up his high school and everything because they're protesting in Connecticut too. But hey,
all of these police officers came on that scene. They started working for the Memphis Police Department 6 years ago. All their age ranged from the age of 24 to 34 out of the first 5 officers that was arrested. We will find out how old, the Phillip guy is, the new officer they arrested, the white gentleman who had the taser on Tyre Nichols. But all of these 5 officers who have been arrested, charged, convicted, has been on the force for 6 years. They know now they have to check into these people's background. We told y'all about internal affairs. Internal affairs about to go into these guys' backgrounds. The Memphis Police Department is trying to keep this concealed. They said that these 5 gentlemen was on the Scorpion team. It's a Scorpion unit. In New York, it's called the gang unit, Jump Out Boys, right? They had the power to just pull down on you, hop out a truck without showing a badge or anything. They can just blow down on you, make you pop up credentials, make sure you ain't holding guns or knife. That's why they call it the Jump Out Boys. They just jump out on you. That's the unit that these 5 gentlemen and a couple more officers who now woke up and do not have a job because of these 5 officers being arrested. The Scorpion unit is control of all gang violence, gang activity that goes down in Memphis. They were created during the pandemic because there was not a lot of people out there controlling the streets. Crime had went up, robberies, etc. So these 5 officers who was arrested and charged so quickly, like we told y'all, know some shit. These Scorpion guys, the Scorpion unit, think about it. They control gang activity, murders. They were involved, and they know something about the Young Dolph murder. Because guns were involved, masked up, blackmail. Do we have to explain that anymore to y'all? They were on scene. Look at them cops who was in that parking lot on a Young Dolph video that we had dropped. And it'll show you about 15 black officers. I guarantee you 5 of them was these 5 gentlemen. You understand? So, like we said, they know some shit in Memphis. And now they done dismantled this whole unit in 24 hours. They shut down the unit. They gave probably a $5 million budget. You understand? The gang unit have access to undercover cars with no tags on them. They get the good equipment. These dudes get to listen through walls, all that shit. Don't get it messed up.
But the big question to us is, are they going to charge this white cop with the same shit they charged them 5 black cops with? Or is he going to get favoritism? Is his face going to be plastered over every news channel like the other cops who were guilty? These are the questions we want to know. But hey,
are they going to have 20 police officers of every goddamn division and rank and unit in a room this afternoon talking about, yeah, we have another bad guy involved? Because he was involved. He should get the same treatment they're giving the 5 black officers.
Because he damn sure didn't try to help Tyre either.
He didn't put in a call and say, hey, these cops, they violating this man. He could have saved Tyre Nichols' life.
He was out there with them when they're smoking cigarettes, talking about, yeah, we whooped his ass. He was out there too.
He was with the shit them dirty cops was with, so he do not get a pass.
You're right.
He do not get a pass.
But we ask y'all, are they gonna give him a pass? Because they're protecting him. They're protecting him. Like, they're not showing everyone. There's one picture of a white cop, glasses, fluffy black hair, but still, why he ain't plastered all over MSNBC? like he's guilty too. The world needs to see his face because he's not innocent in it at all because he tried to tase him. He had the taser held to his nuts when he took off running. He tried to tase him and missed. And we ain't sparing shit when it come to getting justice for someone who was killed like that. I mean, god damn, they beat that. I seen that other video, and we pretty sure y'all have too. And y'all get what we mean now when we saying they was kicking the shit out this dude and punching him in his face. They knocked him out 2 times, y'all, and didn't even let him fall to the ground. So that shit right there, we call that overkill.
When Tyre Nicole was sitting up on the car on the ground and his body fell to the left, the 2 firefighters who was there to do the first response, did nothing. And that man couldn't sit up by himself. So, like we said, the 2 firefighters, they knew what it was.
Right.
When they got there, they knew them officers.
And it's just like this. That the one black cop who's screaming, "Oh, I got maced." Was that him that pulled up last and ran up and punk kicked Tyre in the face?
Because he got mad, he got maced.
Yeah, because I don't think they knew they were being recorded. See, that video of them beating his ass, that was like someone up on a balcony, right? Yeah. Like up on an upstairs apartment recording it.
Apartment looking out their window with the phone on.
Because their chest cams, if y'all seen the video we seen, it only showed them on the aftermath where he's on the ground and got him in handcuffs. They cut those body cams off when they start beating his ass. And that right there is illegal. And it's sad that it takes 5 black cops to start even talks in Washington on the George Floyd initiative to where, you know, they can't do no-knock warrants. You know, a lot of things are going to go into play. And I haven't even heard them speaking on this since George Floyd. But now these 5 black cops are in jail. And now they're about to pass the laws that protect black people.
Like we saying, these damn charges better go on any police brutality moment that comes up here nor in the future. Like we said, and this is the most shocking thing of all. Okay, y'all get prepared for this. Barbara Gloman said, "Does this channel support the LGBT?"
That's Bartholomew.
I mean, we support humans. We support life. We support positivity. We support anybody who believe in themselves and, you know, putting out a positive vibe on our podcast. You know what I mean? Yeah, me and my twin, we talk our shit. You know what I mean? We keep it real with everybody like we expect everybody else to on here. So, you know, come as who you are to our podcast. We don't judge nobody.
It's just, you're going to hear some real shit on this podcast. And
that's it.
But back to
this. But I was saying, listen, what's going to shock all y'all, get prepared for this. They are going to do a criminal rights investigation on the 5 black officers. Now, and the chief of police said this, the female chief of police in Memphis said they're going to do a criminal rights investigation on these 5 gentlemen. Do one on that police officer y'all just arrested who tased that man in the nuts. That's a criminal rights violation right there.
Because I was sitting here, what made him get the strength to stand up with, and these ain't no unphysically fit cops, made him get up and take the fuck off run. You tasing people in their nuts. It's going to make anybody get some strength and get the fuck up out of there. Just being honest. But hey, that female chief of police in Memphis, for those that's been following us, even covering the younger, we've been on her, talking about her on how she was messing up the Dolph case, y'all.
How she just let a lot of shit slip by that should not have, you know, went by with that case. Like we said, you know.
She knew these officers was capable of that. In my eyes, my twin eyes, you know, but
in business perspective, these people have titles. Yes, police officer. You know what I mean? In reality, they're people. They can be bought, they can be bribed, they can come to work mad at someone, they can bring their personal life to work. This is shit that people have to weigh out and start looking at with these police officers. Like we said, them 5 black officers, they have known each other a long time. Ages from 24 to 34, been on the force for 6 years. You have to pay attention to this. Them niggas is a squad, clique. What the gang is the whole police department. We ain't letting that shit get
we're
away.
never going to bite our tongue. The biggest gang in America
It's the police.
is the police.
That's how we feel. You know what I mean? And like we said, in some gangs, you have good gang members. You have people with a heart. Let's keep it real. A lot of these people are evil, and they have power. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are evil, and they get power. It's about if you have a good heart. That's what make you a good officer, a good ambulance server, a good nurse, a good person. If you have a good heart, bro. These some evil motherfuckers who have position of power. I'm glad they getting caught, because God knows for the past 6 years, who else than 5 officers plus white cops have been terrorizing and getting away with it. Y'all the damn gang unit. That means the streets work for y'all. Who have these cops been making deals with the past 6 years? Who is in jail screaming that they're innocent and that them cops was crooked the past 6 years? That's why they don't release their backgrounds right now. Because it's a lot of people who will probably come home from jail. You feel what I'm saying? If they do a real good investigation on these crooked officers.
Can we admit, yes, Memphis is predominantly, there's a lot of black police.
Yes, there is.
There is a lot of black police. So can we honestly sit here and say, hey, that they've been terrorizing white citizens? Yes, they have. Doing whatever they want to do.
And people have been making complaints. They're going to pay attention to them now. You understand? And we feel they didn't want no niggas on that police station anyway. So they don't give a fuck sweeping these brothers under the rug. Yeah, these cops know better. They done seen these videos. They done heard these complaints. They done seen millions of people walking these streets in pain. They done seen plenty of mothers in pain over their sons, their daughters. They've seen fathers in pain over their sons and daughters of the police doing very disrespectful things to them, and nobody can do nothing. Then these black cops have the power to make a difference, and they part of the motherfucking messed up program. They're part of the program. They should be ashamed of themselves. Their whole family should be ashamed of them. This is real.
If you signed up to protect and serve, to just end up feeling that you can beat people to death that didn't even harm you, then you a piece of shit. And you don't deserve to be a police officer.
I'm serious.
If I cannot sit here and say that I haven't met a cool police officer. I see cops doing things for kids all the time. I even see cops going into predominantly black neighborhood, playing basketball with kids, not arresting them.
Yeah.
And they in a dangerous neighborhood. So can I say that all police are wrong and crooked? No, I cannot. But I can honestly say that for the last 6 years, I've only been seeing crooked, fucked up things happening to people by the police, and they feel they're protected behind a shield, and they get away with the shit. I'm sure y'all see it too. But hopefully all of that comes to an end. And it's sad that it took for this young man to get beat to death by his own people who was supposed to protect. All they were supposed to do was arrest this man. They didn't have to go up on him. Get your bitch ass out. You don't talk to people like that.
Disrespect people like that, period.
That get niggas shot in the club. You can't talk to people like that. Then to know he said, and I heard him, I didn't even do anything. Come on, y'all. When do the shit stop? I'm not about to sit here and say, oh, they're black, leave them alone. Hell no, I'm not about to say that shit. I'm going to say they're wronger than a lot of cops.
He said wronger.
Yeah, they're more wrong than a lot of cops because they know all the shit that blacks been through, and they going to do the same shit. That don't make sense to me.
Yo, man. Like I said, I'm very angry. You know, a lot of y'all are angry. We know a lot of y'all have sons, daughters. who would, oh my God, like we said, this is some shit that no parent ever wants to picture or could wish, picture, period.
Don't like seeing mothers crying over their sons. That shit's never going to be cool. That's never going to be tolerable. We're never going to accept that.
So like we said, go into this 6 officers background. You understand? Make sure that he get charged, convicted ASAP. ASAP. Y'all already to set the standards. The Memphis Police Department to set the standard that they handle business swift and just now. They better pack his ass up real quick. They better pack him up quick. Don't hesitate this. We heard the one lawyer say that you still have 6 months, year and a half, 2-year cases still open on officers
who done police brutality.
Who have done police brutality. And with this case, this one was handled in 20 days.
We hope all other cases are handled this swift with strict justice.
Or there are going to be a lot of people with something to say.
And they have a right to say what they want to say.
You damn right.
A lot of people have a right to express how they feel. Because people have had enough, man. They raising the cost of food. Have anybody, y'all know the price of a fucking carton of eggs? Like, we're going through so much shit out here, y'all.
There's no time for the BS.
There's no time for BS. You leave a house, you're getting taxed to eat. Gas crazy. It's getting overcrowded. I don't know if any of y'all trying to move. There really ain't places to move, and we still got to worry about police killing us. I'm saying, give us a fucking break.
Yo, rent just went up in New York 100%. You have people who rent and then increased $1,000 in certain states. Like, this should be the last thing, like my twin was saying, that we have to worry about. The people that we're paying to protect us disrespecting us, man.
Because a lot of people, they can look to the left and continue on until it's close to you, until what happened in your neck of the woods, and then shit should matter. Nah, this should matter to a lot of people, because the police are everywhere. And this is what's fucked up, y'all. What if they didn't record this? What if this man got beat to death and they thought, and they got away with this? How bigger would it have got? Who else would they have done it to? Because we live by a standard, everything happens for a reason. And if seeing is believing, then that quote really matters on this case, because I seen some shit I didn't believe. I couldn't believe that there was police doing him like that. And it's real scary.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think Police Chief CJ Davis is on some house nigga shit. She on some house nigga shit. When they came to her last night and said, you're going to do a press conference talking about we're going to go after them on a criminal right investigation, she should have said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Because the fault lands on her.
She a house nigga, man. CJ Davis is an official MPD house nigga, man.
And I could have been out of line in our last live when I said, I wonder, was she fucking one of them? See, I'm going to say it brutal as it is,
that's
honest.
How
That's how I feel, y'all. I live on earth. Because there's no way that she did not know that they were capable of that. Or how many times they then came back to that police station laughing and smoking cigarettes like, yeah, we just beat the shit out of somebody.
I mean, shit, a special victim unit, all the cops go to the bars and they drink beer. So, we don't know how they get down in Memphis, but still in all, probably, they didn't have meetings to where they all sit down and they chill with each other. You could tell somebody body language or personality that these niggas some pieces of shit. And they still had a responsibility to go out here with guns, with power, with authority to take people's freedom from them. Snap of a finger, they could change someone's life.
Honesty, yes. This is the same chief who got her gun stole out of her car when she went to the shopping plaza over the Young Dolph case. The same lady. And when we were saying then, what they should have motorized in. No, they didn't.
She still got a job.
Still got a job. And there's no doubt in my mind that she hasn't heard this type of behavior from the Scorpion unit before. Them coming back bragging over beating the shit out of young black men and getting away with it. And those are facts. Get to a point where you sit here and you say, yeah, we hate being right over things. But in my gut, I know I'm right, and I know she should be under investigation too. There ain't no way, come on, this isn't their first time, y'all. So, like we saying, we doing our homework on that. We gonna stay on it, and we gonna stay updating y'all. We love all y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And we just want to say, like we always say, y'all stay safe, y'all stay blessed, and we'll be on Identical later on this afternoon. Y'all be good. Like and subscribe if you feel the content. If don't, we understand. Just spread the message. You feel me? Peace.